Alright then. Hello there folks, Cinnamon Squirtle here and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone had an absolutely fantastic weekend and I hope you're having a really great start to your week. Today we are back in my solo Ragnarok playthrough on ASA, and today I think we are going to try and get a saddle for Honey. Now I need to, let's see. Let me see. For a saddle for Honey, which needs the smithy to do it, so we'll come out of here and over to here. We have not unlocked it yet, apparently. Hold on, that's right. Quest saddle, and we have the points. So there we have it. We have those points. We are down to 0 points. But what level are we now? Can we 23. So we've got another 2 levels until we get to like pike and things. So we got all our first stuff this time round. Storage battles, a few other things. But primarily we are definitely going to be looking to up our narcotic level. And some of you helpfully pointed out, now I can remember talking to you guys about this on the first episode, so I don't know why it didn't occur to me again. But we need to go hack apart some whales, because yeah. Now actually let me just do this until these finish, because I don't want, because sometimes when you get too far away it either cancels the queue or it I don't know if you get the XP for them if you're too far away, and if it's part of our quest then we need to be able to do it. So we've got 5 more here, so we're going to go down to the beach where we can get enough narco like spoiled meat to get us our narcotics, and then we're going to get some narco berries, and also we're gonna, let's check out, sorry, that's what I was doing, was the requirements for this saddle. I need to get more hide. I was sure I had hide in here for something, and we have more narcotic or narco berries. Look at that. Wait, can I just put these in here for now so that we can actually go out and harvest what we need for this? I was sure we had more hide than that. Have I crafted things and forgotten? That's probably most likely. Okay, so actually we're going to take this because there's no need for Honey to be carrying that the whole time. So we're going to put that on Reunited. And this and that. Actually we have a trough, so that can go there, and then the wood can go into here. Okay, so we need to head on down to the whales and go and harvest some of that up, and then we also need to, oh, that is red. Oh, it's sunrise too. That's great. Oops. Here we are. Missed the jump, but we still got there in the end. But just so it's a lovely sunrise. If we can get out of the pool of water, thank you very much. And looks like Honey is quite exuberant this morning, hanging about all over the place. Now let's see, is that metal? No, they just look like metal. That's the thing, because some of these I would have really considered metal nodes. in ASC, but I have to keep reminding myself that when they are metal nodes on ASA, they have the little clusters of metal on them. Little clusters of what look like crystally metal bits on them. So we're gonna take a gander down here. Oops. We don't want to give our horse full damage. Thank you very much. That's a pteranodon. And more ponies, and I'm guessing we probably really looked at these. Yep, 45 and 100. That's right, because you're the one that looks like Butterbeer, but you're not his mum, because Honey was his mum. Okay, let's see now. That is a sheep, that's not a horse. And that's trikes and stuff up there. Right. I know for a fact we saw a whale last time. Now let's see if we can locate another one. Nope. We need to get up this rock face. Come on. Alright, honey, let's go find these things. And that's the thing. We cannot get too comfortable, because the second we get too comfortable in carting around up here is when some sort of aloe or karchar or something is going to spawn and come and get us. Okay, now we have, oops, pick. You wait for us, honey. Guard the coastline. Okay. But yeah, I talked to you guys about these, so I cannot for the life of me think on why the hell I forgot about them. But I did. And we were going to go massacre all the sheep in the area, so there's that, you know? Okay, well that's more than enough spoiled meat, but I'm going to go dump this stuff on Honey, because we might as well harvest up a whole one and get as much hide as we can manage. And the oil is really handy as well, because it means oil and either cooked meat or either oil and cooked meat. How am I suffocating? My head was above the water. Okay. You keep doing what you're doing. But yeah, the second we get too complacent is when an aloe pack or karchars or a giga is going to show up. We did not harvest that whole thing. Where the heck is it? Did it despawn on us? What? Really? Well, that's really annoying. And that's a shark, and that's another whale up there. So we're gonna go back over to Honey, and we're gonna go collect the next one. Over here. Where is it? Must be around here somewhere. It's not going to be out this far, I don't think. Nope, that's the shark. That's not what that is. Did I just totally miss-see that over here? I think that may be what happened. Sorry about the lag here, guys. Yep, I totally missaw what that was. That's unfortunate. We got 75 hide. That's not going to be enough for a horse saddle. And that is what I really want to get, because if we can get a horse saddle, then we can do narcotics on the go. So what else can we do instead? Let's see. What else is around here? This is the thing as well. While we're quite low level and while we're on a horse without a saddle and all that kind of stuff, I don't want to start stirring up too much trouble, because if we spawn in the rest of this enough, then we could end up bringing doom and gloom onto ourselves in the form of gigas and car charge, and the pinging you do off of these, off of this place is unreal. Right, 95. I do believe you looked at you before. And I don't want to kill the ponies and or this 150 parasaur that's over here. So let's see. Here, parasaur. Let's see what else there is. I have a feeling it's gonna be a sheep, though. I just have a feeling. That's exactly what it's gonna be. Because I'm not finding anything else at the moment. No. And you have a baby. Well, remember that you're here, because I don't feel like you're gonna give us enough hide for what we're looking for. What we really need is like a moose chops or a pig. Because they're gonna give us substantial hide. Now here's the sheepies from before. And there's another sheep. And this is about as far as we got when we were supposed to go back and give Butterbeer his imprint. So we're gonna go a little bit further around here and just see what the lay of the land is like. Flowers, okay. And stone. And more stone and more pteranodons that are not on the ground. They're... Wow, are you beautiful. 55. Do you know what? He might do as a first one. I know we're looking for stuff to eat and stuff. This pteranodon is just so pretty for me. So, I love his colors. Come on, let's find something. Yeah, if we don't find anything after we hit this other beach, then I'm just gonna... I mean, here's a whale. I know you used to get a giga that spawned around this area. $45. Right. Let's see how much we get from this. This time we're going to strategically place ourselves so that this thing is not going to go running away. Okay, let's see. Because we're going to harvest the whole thing. Okay. And it's going to give us all the chitin and keratin that we're going to need for a while. I don't think that's enough, though, is it? No. Wait. Let's see. Saddle was level 20. 240. So, no, we still have more to go. Yeah, no. I mean, stone foundations are really good. Don't get me wrong. But this is the level that we want. So, let's go and cook something to kill. You know what? I hate killing maestros, but cannot hurt. There we are. Sorry, Mr. Lystro. I'm sorry. Then I've just realized that I was using a pick, which is great for spoiled meat, but if you want more hide, then you have to use a hatchet. So let's see what these guys are gonna give us. That's another hatchet. Is that a crossbow? It was, and a sword, and another bow. Okay. Put that in there for now. Oh, turtle, I'm so sorry. But I don't like to kill turtles at all. I love tortoises and turtles. But I need the hide, and you're gonna give me what I need. There we are. I've never realized just how much blood spatter you get from these guys once things are knocked out. Actually, I have to pay attention to that because I didn't see that before it was knocked out. But that's a lot of blood spatter for a horse, I'm just saying. I know it's brute. Oh, we obviously kicked it. Damn it. What? Oh, crap. Okay, so this can also happen, and here we have it on camera. If you kick for too long, you bring their torpor up, and you knock out your own horse. Which is why it's important to get stamina also boosted if you're going to be using your horse for knocking things out and kicking things. Well, she should get up pretty soon. Let's just hope that nothing attacks in the meantime, because that's going to be a problem. And they take extra damage when they're down. But let's try. I'm sorry, turtle. You can't even defend yourself either. Oh, I'm trying to be careful as well because I don't want to harvest this thing with a spear. I want to be able to harvest it with a hatchet. And if I hit it... God, this thing's getting so bloody. And their Echoes is up. Yay! I'm so sorry. Okay. Now let's... I think that just gave us all that we needed. Yeah, I think so. Because it was what? 240. So we definitely have that. We might need more fiber. We have the wood. We might need more stone as well. Okay. Let's take a little look around here because we have not been here yet, although I do know that big nasty things can spawn around here. That's a yellow drop. That's just mean. We can't open that yet. That is another rail. I definitely cannot open a yellow drop yet. So, they're most definitely not until some higher level. I think it's around about 50 somewhere. Dodos and lystros and more dodos. We will eventually take some of you guys back. Yes, let's make our way back up here. And hopefully there is nothing... Oh, okay. Gonna say, hopefully there's nothing big and bad over here. Now, I have been warned by several people that these things, the bison, which are very cool, let's do that. So the bison are a 150 male. Of course it is. Female bison and a 135 male. My goodness. Okay, so they're quite impressive then, but also I have been told by people that they are mean. If you get anywhere near them, they will aggro on you and you will have a bad day. And I'm not sure what their aggro range is, but I don't really want to find out all that much. Now, I know the drakelings spawn around here sometimes as well, although when they do, they kind of go bananas at sheep, dead or alive. But I'm not seeing them here at the moment. So we're gonna go up this way and start heading back towards the cave because we have all of the spoiled meat and hide that we need. We just need a couple more bits of stone and perhaps some fiber as well. I am very much looking forward to when we get a sickle because they just make fiber so much easier. Okay, so there was shrikes and things we could have killed up here, but you know, when you know and all that. What is that? Is that just a rock up there? It is, and it's metal nodes. See what I mean? It's like the little crystal encrustedness of it that you can see kind of like right around here and up around there. That's when it's like a proper metal node. And now we are in the farm area. Although I think it used to be that there was 2 fields that you could go looking in, but it looks like they've contained most of it. Mind you, I should verify that before I speak, because that looks an awful lot like... Or maybe not. Okay, so maybe not. That is a mother and foal. So let's see. 20. 20. Okay, so not really worth it. Okay. Let's grab a few while we're out and about. Here's one. That's Tatty's. That's cool. So, I'm just whistling the horse because usually horses are not aggressive. But I've noticed that if things have babies, then sometimes they just get a little bit aggressive when you're near them, like in real life, because Fumias are not usually aggressive. Usually they are the biggest cowards ever. They run away, they don't do anything. But that's several times now when we've been on the server that we have that I have been attacked by Fumias when I got too close to their babies. So I'm just gonna keep my horse close. There's a... No, that's not. It is too a carrot. Thank you. I do very much miss when you used to go for a carrot and it would give you the carrot first and not make you harvest all the bushes round about it before you got that carrot. Okay, is that not also a potato plant? No, it is not. Is this one? It is. Okay. Here we are. I'm starting to spot them a bit better again now. And yes, I'm gathering these because, you know what? Horses are horses, and they may... we may already have a horse. But you can never have too many. Horses are awesome, they are pretty, and... What? The heck? Come on, game, stop lagging. This is what I mean about them getting aggressive when they wouldn't usually. First instinct was to run away. Then the instinct was to nope, that's the wrong button. Yep, sorry folks. This is not great, but this is an example of when horses decide that you got too close to their babies and they're gonna make you pay for it. Nope, I want the carrots back. Stop eating my carrots. Eat that. Oh, your food's quite low. Well. Okay. Well, that seems to be working a little bit better now. Okay. I think that's... Is that a potato plant? I think to get, the potato plants are still something that confused me a little bit, because that right there, to me, looks like one of the potato plants. What are we holding? Thank you. Can we put it away and keep it away? Yep. See, to me, some of these look like they should be potato plants, but they're not. See, that is the potato plant, and so is that. So we're looking for small, round, green leaves with little yellow plants on them. Okay. Okay, so currently we got a few potatoes and we got a few carrots. So we're gonna go back now. I like the horns on you. We're gonna go back and we are going to craft up whatever I'm going to see if we have the mats available to craft the saddle for this girl here, because I want extra protection for her, but also, like I was saying before, it turns into a walking mortar and pestle, which means that we can just, well, we have it on the go, get our narcotics going, and we don't have to keep carting narco berries back to the cave. We can go out and make them all, which is even better. Not the right one, so it's the next one up. There we are. Geronimo! But yeah, we're going to go and craft these so that we can get our skill point, and then we're gonna get the saddle on her, and we're gonna go hop around and go make narcotics for ourselves and stuff like that. Let's see. That's quite a lot of stuff. Need that, and that, and that, and that. Thank you. So we need... I forgot you were following me. Saddles. We have the hide and we have the wood. We need fiber and stone. Do we have none? We probably turned all of our stone into... I don't remember how much it was. I really need to commit this to memory though. Here we are, 100. Let's see. That was... we have the stone requirement. We need 160 fiber. Now, do I have fiber anywhere? It seems like I should, but I have the feeling it's also going to be a no. Okay. I am going to grab some fiber, guys. And I will catch you guys back here soon, because you don't need to sit and watch me pluck all the fiber. I'll bring you back if anything interesting happens. Okay, guys. We have it. We have the fiber. Now let's make our saddle. Eventually we will have saddles for the other two as well. Because it's going to be a hell of a lot handy having the 3 of them with saddles on. But for right this moment, and we're going to stick these in here because... let's see. These in here to keep them fresh and preserved so that we're not just losing them. Spoiled meat and rum. Let's take that and put that and that in there. And some of our wood. Or most of it, but you know, needs must. There we are. Fire. And then we can have more of that. That in there. And then... oh, guess what, honey? We're gonna be able to go out. And you can now help me craft narcotics on the fly. So what we're gonna do is grab that from here. These from here. And then we're gonna put it all on honey. Actually, you can come out of there and go in here so that we can get some kibble, jerky, sorry, on the go. And yes, here we are. We have 46 on the go, although I think we still need a bit more than that. And we hit our level that we needed. So, pike and crossbow. Now let's see. We have one crossbow so far, so let me get a pike first. And we can drop these spears and we can put our lovely new pike into place. Heck yes. Always feels good being able to get a pike on the go. Okay, so we're gonna take honey and we're gonna go and we are gonna harvest all the narco berries we can harvest. Ba-doing! It was a much better bounce. The one on the way in here was terrible. It was almost like it kind of lagged and decided halfway through that we were still gonna get it, and it was like, sure. Okay, need to be careful as well though, because we tend to ping all over the place up and around here. Usually that's not as much of a thing. And there we go. The horse has a level, which is nice. Let's put it into health because I want you to actually live there. And then let's take this over here and that to there. And I do realize that you can use the T function. It's just habit sometimes from when we don't have, or we didn't used to be able to do that. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. It genuinely is just habit sometimes that I end up not using it properly. Oops. And that was a really fast other level, so we're gonna stick. We have 200 weight, we have that. Now let's start to think about health a little bit. Because fortitude is not the only thing that can kill us. War jars are handy. These are also handy. But the obsidian... There may be obsidian in the Highlands, but I know a few other places where you can get obsidian. In actual fact, stone foundations and stone walls, doorways, and all that is what we're going to be looking for next, because we are going to want to have traps. I'm just saying, because some of the big bads up here you need traps for, and aloes primarily are going to be some of the key to that. Let's see. Okay. Oh crap. Oh, that must have been just the seeds for it, because it definitely wasn't the actual berries. Oh my god, we have so much. Okay, let me get some of this on the go, and I will bring you guys back, because again, you don't need to be sitting here watching me craft narcotics upon narcotics. Oh, I should probably leave some to chance, because I would very much like to I would very much like to... Come on, brain, catch up. If we come across a drakeling, I would like to be able to... tame it. And as I was saying, narcotics are some of the best things to craft. Now, somebody else did say about stone foundations, but our weight isn't all that great. And lumping around all the stuff to make stone foundations is going to be a bit of a pain in the backside. Okay. Also going to need that. And then eventually That's quarters, that's doors. Pillars are there. Eventually, we are going to need ramps. To get aloes into traps. You could just use wood, but a lot of the time it is safer. Does that mean I don't have ceilings then? Stone ramps, there they are. And the ceilings will be there as well. So, we have something else to work towards, which shouldn't take us very long at all. So yes, it would be nice to get that those points quite quickly, and then that way we can actually start to craft some things. Now, let's get rid of... Oh, this is a lot of stuff very quickly. And we'll keep these because you can tame your bows with them. And there's another level. There we are. But we accomplished the narcotics, so we now have cementing paste to do. And to get cementing paste, we are going to need... I think we have it unlocked. And it's stone and chitin or keratin. The stone's not going to be an issue. The chitin and keratin's going to be a pain in the backside. But you know what? We got this. We got this. Okay, so... next, I think, after all these narcotics are gonna craft up, the next thing is to try and get that skill point, I think. But for right now, I know I keep saying it, but I am gonna bring you guys back when we have a bunch more narcotics on the go, so that we can start to get those levels in. And get the stuff unlocked that we need unlocked for different things. So, I will bring you guys back soon. Okay, so Honey has all of the all of the narco berries in her inventory that she needs to craft all these narcotics. So what we're gonna do is we are going to head back into the cave here slowly. And we'll get there eventually. There we go. But we're gonna bring Honey into here, keep her safe, and let her craft these as she goes. And we're gonna take out let's see. We're gonna take out Butterbeer, I think, and go for a little jaunt around the place. And we have been very steadily... Actually, I need to... Let's see. Perhaps... Well, this is happening. Can do that. And... So I need to... I don't think I have any stone to hand here. Oh, I do. Okay. And you're still falling. Damn it. Sorry. And... there we are. Oh, great. Okay. So we've started at least this part, and then we'll eventually get our skill point. But for right now, we've been gaining quite a few levels here. So that is us now up to level 33. And another 2 levels we will have Pteranodon saddles, and we can give you guys more of a bird's eye view of everything here. But for now, we have unlocked The Terrorbird Saddle, 3 platforms, ghillie, and frontier lamps. But yeah, climbing picks will be next level. And simple bullets, and I think that could be what'd you call it? Is that a long neck? I think it might be. That doesn't look like a Pteranodon saddle to me though. That looks like an Anki saddle though. Saber. Pteranodon 38. Okay. Okay. So at least we have a goal for the moment. But, honey dearest, we are going to leave you here so that you can craft your narcotics in peace. And then, let's see. Oh, it cooked all that up. Lovely. Turn that off. And that's something we need to do eventually, shortly as well, is get get paints made up, because I would like to be able to do stuff like that. We're gonna put this stuff here though because it's quite heavy and I don't want to carry all this excess around with me. It's only gonna slow us down. Although I might take some of... We need to craft bolas as well. So actually no, what we need to do is... Oh, okay. So we need to go get more metal, and we have the hide for it. We just don't have the metal because the ingots are going to be good for us. Let's see. Let's take ourselves up to 200 before we move on to something else. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We have metal right here. So let us do that and get some stone in the meantime as well. Be careful that we're not about to go over our limits. And then we will get spark powder as well. Light that fire. Excellent. Okay, so that can go in there, and oh, this is gonna take forever doing this way. And use up precious chitin and keratin. But for now, it's giving us a couple of bits there. 8 stone for 1. No wonder it's costing us a fortune. Alright. We're gonna need 800 stone and 400 chitin and keratin to do this. I don't think we've got so we've got another 100 there. So it's something we need to do while we're out and about. We need to also pick up this metal. And we need what? Did it say 15 in total? 18. That's going to take us a little second. But we can just do a time jump. And here we have the stuff. And we have a sickle, which is so very handy. So very, very handy to have as a thing. But we're going to let this metal craft up. And we are going to apply our levels first of all. And then... Sure, let's do one more in fortitude for the moment. And then we're going to take butterbeer. And give you... all in health. Because we do want him to survive. And we're going to take butterbeer out. And go... We've only just crafted this sickle and I don't think we need any more yet. So we're going to leave it on honey. She's like, getting through those narcotics, though. She really is. She really, really is. And our weight is coming down with each one. Let's see. Try and see if you can get these to hold on a little bit longer. She's about to go up another level. We can take this stuff off and stick it on Vienna so that she has an easier time. Sorry, Butterbeer, I know we were going to take you, but we might just still take Honey so that now, I like to give my ponies variety when they are eating, but for now, to get as little weight on this horse as possible. Come on. We're going to stick these in here, and then we're going to go see what we can see, because I would really, really love to be able to, I would really love to be able to find something that I want to tame. So, apply that level. See what we get. So at level 37, we got Kite and Armor set. The Sabertooth Saddle, Cliff Platforms, Stone Cliff Platforms, and Stone Behemoth Cellar Doors. I do think, however, we are going to eventually get crop plots and beer barrels up and going so that we can get the 100 cementing paste. Well, it would be the 100 that we get from what we're about to craft. That would give us 1 stone, fiber, thatch, wood. Bitches. Cement and paste is going to be the thing for this, I think. Another level, because yes. And even while we're riding her, she's only at 260 odds. So, we're gonna do this right now. We're gonna go for a swim. Actually, we're going to save. Because, yes. Because I keep forgetting in single player that's the thing, and we already crashed once and it put us back. Thankfully, only a little bit, but it still happened. So I want to make sure that we lose out as little as possible on that. So we're going to go out. And we're going to take another bit of a look around. Now, I know that we've been over that way, so instead of that, I was going to go to the left, but we're going to go to the right and see what all we can figure out. We're going to go up to the top here, just to get a little bit of perspective, I think. There is a land bridge across to there. Okay, so maybe on the way back. And we're gonna see if we cannot find either some of the drakelings or something else that we want to tame. We're not ready to tame the bison because the bison are mean, and I think they're gonna be like stegos where they're a long ass time. So, in light of that, we're gonna go up and around here and look before we leap, because I genuinely don't want to get honey killed. Okay, and we had another wee crash there, so that's the second one, which is a bit of a pain, but you know, we are coming up here to try and get a bit more of a bird's eye view and see exactly what we're dealing with. And see if there's anything else that's spawning in. So, at the moment I don't see much. But that is also because we are on single player and things are not freely roaming. Or they're not freely spawning in quite as much as normal. Okay, let's see. What did we get? 95 with a baby. Or 45. So not really worth it at the moment because they don't have great coloring or anything like that either. So we're just gonna take a bit of a roam. Now we have to be careful around about here because you get things like gigas, supposedly karchars, and aloes and different things that all spawn up and around here. So we're gonna be keeping our head on a swivel while honey is carting us around, because you never know when something's gonna pop out of the stone hills here. I also need to be on the lookout for a really nice pteranodon so that we can get airborne as soon as possible. Now, I do like to just roam around on the ground. It is very dangerous up here to do that. But let's see what there is. And there is exactly why you need to be careful. Because gigas spawn in this area, and they like to run around and chomp on everything. And as most of you know, gigas will wreck your day incredibly fast. Even the low-level ones will make you very, very dead, very, very fast, and there is nothing you can do about it. And you even have to watch while they're down there, because if they aggro on you, those things can climb very well. So we're gonna... Okay, so it's aggroed on the horse. But yeah, that horse didn't even phase it. One bite and it was gone. Oh dear. Trikes. Baby trikes. Horses. But yeah. We are gonna leave this guy alone until we have something that can definitely outrun him. Because while horses are quick, their stamina does eventually run out, and they cannot scale they cannot scale cliffs and stuff like that. So we're not going to tangle with that, because that seems like an incredibly stupid idea. And we're going to get out of here and not walk over to the land ramp. Because that could be really horrible. We're going to go slightly further around this way though. And just take a wee look and see what there is on the other side of here. I know that when we start coming across this way, this is when you start creeping up into that giga's over there somewhere. But yeah, where the burny trees and all that start, that's when you start getting things like mantises. It's where you start getting carrots that float above the ground. That's interesting. Okay. So you do get them here. But yeah. But yes, you start getting things from the Bernie spots over there, all the dead zone and stuff like that. Mantises, scorpions, Arthropleura, stuff like that. And also you tend to get the pyromanes down there as well. So we're gonna leave that alone. I don't think there's anything quite spawned over here yet. But that was interesting. I think next time around we are going to... Oh, sorry, horse. I think next time around, we're gonna take a bit of an adventure, I think, because, well, things are not particularly spawning here. What we can do, I was just gonna craft... Oh, crap. I was just gonna start to craft, traps and things. But... Oh, come on. Don't be like this. Thank you. Is that a metal node? It is. And there's more horses down there. The only problem with here is this is another spawn where aloes love to spawn. And if we go start taming horses down there, we might not live to tell about it. And the horse probably won't either. So there's that. I would like to go down there, but I think we're gonna attempt to go up the way instead. Because we're going to be cautious about this until we can figure out who's spawned where and why and what's happening. So as long as we can track the horse up this way, that should be okay. Then there's the pond, or what used to be the pond over there. That's more of those bison and amongst there. And I know that it's a 135. There's so many high-level male bison. I wish it didn't make you bounce quite so far. Because I don't want to harm my horse. Let's see. Let's have a look and see if there's anything else we can spot. I don't want to be too... Yeah. I don't want to play it too safe, don't get me wrong. Like, and it feels like I am at the moment. I just don't want my horse to die. So we're gonna go back around here. And see what there is along here. I know that this was also a spawn for a few things. And that's sort of a swamp area-ish over that direction. Got trikes over there. And that over there is a kind of swampy area. Sometimes you get spiders in the, like, over there along with, like, the Snideria. Not Snideria, the... the Arthropleura and things like that. So it is a little dangerous. That is a dock area, which is nice, and a big shark. And unfortunately, you get the grabby fish on this map. So unfortunately, because you used to be able to just swim across to Viking Bay from the mainland, but you can't do that anymore because, well, if you played it properly, you hit all the little boulders that just put you above the water and stuff like that, and then you, so that you could rest for stamina and stuff like that. There's another whale. So we'll remember where that is as well. And metal around here as well. Um, but uh, and in 2 seconds, because our attention was very quickly diverted to something else, I have forgotten what I was talking about, which is typical. Annoying, but not surprising. We were there was metal and a whale and before that I forget. So there's that. But I think steering, well, I can't steer away from whatever I was talking about because I can't remember what I was talking about. Isn't that just the best thing ever? So, I think next time we'll maybe take a little bit of a shot across here. Well, that's what I was talking about. I was complaining about grabby fish because you could, you used to be able to just, if you hit all the bumps on the way over that put your head above the water for long enough for you to get stamina and not drown, and if you didn't meet a megalodon, or at least if you didn't attract them until it was too late, then you could swim over there. Now you get grabby fish, and the grabby fish are hella fast, and they're vicious, mean, and nasty, and if you run into one, you are most assuredly dead. So, there's that. But yeah, I think we're not going to explore the whole of here because we are already running really late in the episode. But we did manage to where are we? Okay. Sorry, I struggled to do the whole brain and stuff at the same time as talking and other things as well. And we're gonna keep a bit of an eye because we don't want to get caught unawares. But I think we're not gonna explore this whole place this time because it's decently sized, as you can kind of see. And we are already running quite a bit late. So next time I think we'll maybe explore this a little bit, but also we're gonna start to take the raft and maybe explore a little further still. And stuff like that, because right now we've managed to get ourselves up to an okay level. We have horses, and we need to get something that's a little bit more... Oh, that was a weirdo crotch shot. Let's not do that. Let's see. See, you're awesome. Okay, so that's our goal for next time, is to capture her, which means we need bolas, we need trank arrows, we need mutton. Yeah, we're coming back for her. So, bolas, trank arrows, mutton, and narcotics, and we can tame her, hopefully get a saddle on her, although I know that it takes a bunch of chitin and keratin, which is why I don't really want to use up all of our stuff at the moment. And then 20. No. Because we might not get it back fast enough to craft a saddle. And I really, really want to craft a saddle. You look so cool. Why could you not be a higher level? Look at you. Dang. Yeah, that's the curse of Ark, isn't it? Although that Pteranodon over there is very, very pretty. So we will remember this. Mark my words. We shall remember. And yes. So this time we got a crap ton of narcotics. We got up in levels. Actually, I think we are one shy. Is that right? We only need one more level? That is true. And she doesn't have very many left to craft. Oh, there is one more. But oh, we are getting there. We are getting there in XP. So, and if we stay, I'm so sorry, Mr. Dodo. Kill a dodo. And take its hide. We're that much closer. Oh, we are so close. Come on. Boost us over just a little bit. Come on. There we are. Sure. Fortitude. I probably should have saved before that because leveling has been what's done it the past couple times. But you know what? Pteranodon saddle. And we need 75 chitin and keratin, which we currently have. We need 230 hide and 125 fiber. With our brand new handy dandy sickle, that should not be a problem for the it should not be a problem for the fiber. And then we have plenty of sheep around here, so we can for sure mutton tame things. So yes, we have the tools. So next time round, we will be capturing a Pteranodon. If it all goes well for us, which it should. But things have been relative, and I don't want to jinx myself here, which I probably am going to, but things have been relatively quiet here so far. So, yes, next time around, we will catch that Pteranodon. But in the meantime, I am going to let you guys go. So, I really hope you've enjoyed the episode. We crafted a crap ton of narcotics. We got a handy dandy new sickle, and we got our pike, our beloved pike that, you know, Flinger hates, but we love. And we love to go stabby stab with it. So, yes, I got that, and we also got a crossbow and stuff like that. So, we are on our way to being able to get a Pteranodon, get airborne, but also start to... Sorry, it's just it's really weird the way that's looking. Can we back up ever so slightly? And then look forward. And there we go. That's a little bit better. But yeah, we got, yes, we did. We got our pike and our crossbow and everything like that. So we've had quite a good time of it. We've gotten up to the level of Pteranodon saddle, and we have just found the perfect Pteranodon to tame. So next time around, that is exactly what we're going to do. I hope you have the most amazing rest of your day. And remember, if you have enjoyed the episode, then you could hit the like button along with the subscribe and bell buttons so you don't miss any future content. And let me know what you think of today's episode in the comments section below. But yes, and also, just so you guys are aware, if you're not already, Flinger and I have been covering Rag on a server, and he's been streaming it, and I've been streaming with him. I haven't been like streaming through YouTube myself, but I'm in his stream for it. So if you want to catch Flinger and I streaming Rag, then you can do so over on the Flinger Foo channel. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep healthy, keep hydrated, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheerio, folks.